Hey everybody, Asher here, and it is Steam Next Fest time in February of 2022, and that means we get to take a look at some new games, specifically some new demos, starting with the Stardeus, or Stardeus, however you want to call it, demo, which is one that I've had my eye on for a very long time. It is developed by Kodo Lenija, which I apologize if I mispronounce that name, but people familiar with the channel may know him as the developer for Bloody Rally Show, which is a game that I really liked from a few years ago. This is his next solo effort. So this is a space-based kind of colony simulation, which is interesting in that is kind of becoming a crowded space in terms of games and kind of what they are and how they are and where they are. So I'm going to try to take a look here, see how it goes. I may do more than one video of this depending on how it is. I kind of want to get a quick taste here. But before I get started, I do want to point out that I did have to fix one thing ahead of time. So brace yourself for your eyeballs if there's a problem here. And this is where you got to give a solo developer, small developer, a little bit of slack here if you're going to try to be all angry about stuff not working right away. But this is a bug that came up with me. I'm running an ADM graphics card. There is nebular quality. The default is not real-time unoptimized. The default is static. The advice from the Discord was to turn it off, which is fine because when the game started, this is what I got on my screen, and obviously we don't want that. So we're going to be running real-time. It's unoptimized, so keep in mind this is a demo of a game that's still in development. That's the point of Next Fest. So I'm looking forward to it. We're just going to hit new game and go. And we're just going to keep the default settings. I don't know really what this means. We have the Hyperion Silver, which is fun. We're going to hit the seed a few times, and let's dive in to start. Earth has perished! Hooray! Survivors are roaming the universe in search of a new home. You are hibernating in Hyperion Silver, an Ark vessel equipped with advanced AI that will wake the colonists after a base is established on a habitable planet. I did say this is a premise that we've all kind of seen before. So, uploading neural network to host, disabling input-output to reduce the initial shock, enabling visual input from overhead drone in 3, 2, 1. We're not going to skip this. Look, it's our space. Greetings, colonists. I am Ship OS, an artificial intelligence that controls the ship. There was a catastrophic failure. Well, great. Earth is destroyed, and now so is our ship. There was a catastrophic failure that triggered an upload of human consciousness. You were selected as the most capable or compatible surviving subject. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Well, that's lovely. So our Ark Ship is now not much of an Ark. We played Lost Ark last week, so that's fine. This is the ship computer that hosts our neural network. Try to preserve this device at any cost. It looks like it has a few robots running around. Unless it violates Eisenov's first law, a robot may not injure a human being or through an action allow a human being to come to harm. Well, that's interesting that we're really going for that outlook here. There are 597 survivors hibernating in the Stasis array. But life support systems are going to get unstable unless we reestablish power. Malfunctioning pods will trigger premature wake-up events. To minimize casualties, we must rebuild the ecosystem around these areas, obviously because the ship is kind of exploded. If we build bridge controls and thrusters, we should travel to nearby planets and use the shuttle for mining expeditions. It would allow us to establish a resource processing pipeline and produce essential materials for rebuilding our ship. Would you like to take a crash course if you haven't uploaded before? I highly recommend it. Well, thanks, game. Yes, I would like to, especially since you're not giving me the option not to. To make it easier, wow, I render visual guidelines. Follow the guidelines. If you're not sure what to do, you can click and drag the dialogue to move it around. The course should take about 15 minutes. Use this to pan the camera. Cool. Next. Okay, so this, I don't like using page up, page down. Okay, there's our time bar here, so we can pause it. And then 1, 2, 3, so we got RimWorld style, that's fine. Below the time controls, you'll find buttons to toggle overlays to show useful information. Those are on the F1 versus F10 keys, which is going to be awkward, because I could accidentally stop recording if I hit some of those, so that's fine. We'll learn what those mean later. We don't need to know that today. Below the overlay controls, you will find a list of current event notifications. Close the notification to continue. Well, we have not enough space helmets in red, so close the notification to continue. Hold to close. Ah, I got it. When an event is triggered by object, clicking the icon will focus on the object. Now, I will generate a battery event. Click on the event icon to select the battery. So there's a battery. When the event is triggered by some object, clicking the icon will focus on the object and now generate a battery event. We said that. Alright, selected objects have a green outline. Yes, they do. Okay, use enter or left click to select the ship computer. If you can't find it, use C to focus the camera on the ship computer. Let's try that. Computer. There we go. Alright, if there's more than one object on the same location, click multiple times to cycle through the objects. Click ship computer again to select the floor beneath it. That's the floor beneath it. You'll be able to see through areas here. Click on the ship computer one more time to select it. Yay! It is also possible to select objects by dragging a rectangle around them like that. With ship computer selected, click on the panel icon that says no research. We hate research. Oh wait, we're going to be researching here. So this is the research tree. So see, like I said, this is all very familiar. Although, can we zoom out the research tree? Because this, it looks like it could be bigger, and at the same time, it looks like it's a lot, and it looks like I have cats trying to throw chairs in the other room. So that's very exciting. Each technology has its own electricity, memory, and storage requirements. Hover over the icons inside a research box to see detailed information. Well, there we go. Alright, start the energy research to continue. You may need to zoom in or out or pan down to find it. And this will give us a charge station, a connector, and a matter reactor. And it needs memory, and it needs permanent storage, and it needs 24 hours. Well, computer, couldn't you have done this yourself? So, we've started as your research technologies fill up. Research storage will fill up. Eventually, you will have to add a new memory and disk modules to keep researching. Now, press right-click to... Ooh, that's going to bother me. Right-click to close. Okay, so there we go. You'll need some raw materials for construction to produce electricity. Select a nearby wall or floor while hovering the cursor above the select object. And right-click to open a context menu. Well, let's try this wall. Okay. I guess this is a nearby wall. Is this a nearby object? There we go. Deconstruct, I guess. So I guess we're just, there's more efficient ways to deconstruct. You just right-click and then X, apparently. Okay. Oh, I get it. Drag a 3x3 square to deconstruct stuff. So we have little drones running around. That's fine. Surely nothing bad could possibly happen here when it looks like there's little pea spills. Okay, it's important to repair any damage in the areas we will be using. You will not be able to use damaged devices. Right-click and switch to the whatever repair tool. Ah! I see it now. Repair tool is active. Damaged objects will be highlighted. Like you and you. Well, can we... I guess you're technically not damaged. And we can just pick all the things here to repair. I almost wonder if I should just scuttle and scuttle the ship and try again. So we're currently deconstructing a lot of floors. That may not be the best idea. Let's wait for energy research to complete. How are we doing on energy research? It's almost been a day. Alright, so do. We have sped up time. So, like I said, this game seems awfully familiar, but there we go. Let's pause now. Energy research is complete. We installed new object blueprints. Build a matter reactor. So let's get out of here. And then right-click, context-sensitive menu, and that's apparently a device. And we have a charge station, and we have that. Alright. So we're going to put you down here. Okay. What does this say? Put it on a damaged floor to press R to rotate the object, because I wouldn't mind putting it here. The robots will be able to reach the reactor because the drones will lack the skill to build it. Oh, I see, because we have that little box right there that actually needs to get there. Press the right-click to... Now right-click to return to the free select menu. I did already, waiting for construction, so we're going to have to build that. You can select the unconstructed reactor to see what's taking so long. So we have robots running around the glass floor. Let's take a look over here. So here's our happy little destroyed ship. what a great start to a new Steam Next Fest, where it's like everything is terrible, and the very first thing I've done is destroy the floor a little more. Almost as if maybe I should cancel the deconstructing or change the priority so that I'm doing this more. There's probably a way to do that. I'm gonna have to rebuild these floors, that's the thing. Okay, we need to link it to our power grid, so we're gonna build a connector now. Here we go. It's the kind of thing in games like this that it will become second nature eventually. Okay, so we can put it here. This is in range, right? As long as we do it like this. Well, didn't we already have one? Alright. Because it looks like there's one right there. Oh, that's a battery. Never mind. So look, we have all these pretty holes in the floor. I wonder what that circle means. I guess it's some mysteries will never be solved. So here we go. This is, like I said, we're tutorializing, and this is the kind of thing where I'm curious about what's going to go. A few important details about electricity, which we can just hit this menu. Okay, that's a graph. I wouldn't mind some kind of overlay here to see what it looks like on the floor here. You can only control equipment that is connected to the ship computer and the grid. So let's select this. Alright, select the ship computer to continue. Then click the energy node. So we can connect to you. If you're connecting something that's paused. Okay. Alright. Select the connector. Okay. Manage connections. There we go. Auto connect. Auto connect warning. Auto connect incomplete. Connected 8 out of 14 reachable things. Well, I love connecting to a door that we can't use. Now right click to deselect any objects. And enable the electricity grid overlay on the right. So. Alright. Okay, electricity grid overlay, find disconnected devices. Like all these things. Well, at least that matter connector thing has a pretty long range. Alright. Okay, start producing electricity. This needs fuel. Hey, look, we got a lot of steel plates. Waiting for a worker to fuel the reactor. Probably means we shouldn't be paused. Well, I'm glad we destroyed the floor, and now we have a giant space hole. Reactor is fueled and producing electricity. Your workers need some energy, too. Use quick search. Find the charge station blueprint. So, tab, charge! Well, I could have done that the other way, but that's fine. So, if we want to feed our workers, we can feed them right over here. And then we gotta build it, so. Nice, happy little ambient music. May actually change the audio here just to make sure. I had the master volume a little lower, but this game isn't like super loud, so. I like the Bloody Rally Show music too, so this is not a surprise. But once again, we're drones. Apparently, I'm a electrified meat floating around here somewhere, but it's drones that are doing all the business here. So, please build. I guess you had to find all the materials first. There we go. Ooh. Okay, use right-click to connect tool to charge station and connector, so that's not what we want. Oh, that's also not what we want. Let's manage these connections real quick. We want the battery. We don't care about the door. So disconnect. And then we can actually move this down here. Battery. Could disconnect floor airlock. Charge station connect. There we go. And we actually have another battery down here that we can do. So let's disconnect this airlock, because who cares? We're all robots here. And let's connect this battery too, because... yeah, well, I'm glad we can do this quickly. That's fine. We have 6 to 8 connections here. 7 of 8. Well, I wonder what I accidentally got rid of if I'm up to 7 of 8. But I guess it's a problem for another day. Alright. Here we go. Back to tutorial. Now crash course is complete. Thank you for your patience. I'll occasionally provide stuff here. So, we have power. And now the game's just kind of like, LOL, save, no research. Build a bridge so the robot can reach the stasis array. Make it wide enough to build a chain of connectors. Well, first question is, where the fuck is the stasis array? Obviously, it's not you. That's a dissembler. Stasis array. We talked about that in the intro. So, turns out destroying my floors might have actually been a pretty good plan. That's by far the sort of fastest way there. But before we get there, let's make sure we have some research going. So we have energy, propulsion, lighting. That's cute. Economy, probably don't need it. Construction speed could be good. Computing, disk module, memory module, biotech. We probably don't need that yet. Survival meals. We're RimWorld now. Alright. Like if you don't hate, imitate, right? Science. Might as well research some science while we're here. Note that we have 6 of 8 CPU available here. And this is taking up 4 storage, so. Alright. Let's try building. Furniture, structure, devices. We have doors, walls, floors. Well, I guess let's try this. If we can just build a regular floor. I wonder if we have to build a frame first. I guess we'll find out in just a second. Because all we're going to do is just try to go whoop. So we're going to need to chain our connectors here. And are you guys actually going to put the tore up floor here? Do we actually need to repair? Probably do need to repair this, so that's fine. I would hate to have people like fall apart in space. So anything else that we can actually deconstruct. It's nice that there's a menu down here as well. So deconstruct is X. So we have deconstruct electricity or facilities. I've got to get used to that. Okay. I'll just put a big hole in the floor here. It's fine. It's cool. Nothing is wrong at all. And while we're here, we're just gonna, we don't need to connect. We actually need to build another connector. Wonder how much a mana reactor is gonna take, but it's fine. Okay, so this circle is our electrical thing, so that's fine. Let's put one over here. And then we're gonna need to put another one there, kind of in the middle. Is there a way I can make more drones? I think of Perispera sometimes, where I stopped playing it. I played it in like the early release version, and the drones would go crazy because there's too much to do. We'll see here. So it'd be nice to have a place to store all these raw piles. We could build a storage unit for this. I bet we could. In fact, if I had played any game like this before, it would probably be a very good idea. So, facilities, we have a repair station and a storage unit. Well, storage unit is pretty damn big, but it looks like on an empty, undamaged floor. You'll do. Okay. So none of these are on damaged floors. Alright. I guess one thing I need to figure out is that we need to know kind of what's going on with everything. Like, we have these huge holes that we put here. We have our ship computer that's all the way over here. It makes me wonder, what in the world was this ship doing if we have everything around here? I mean, there's Starfarer, not Starfarer, that's Star Sector. Space Haven was the game I'm thinking of. This is very, very similar to. But I mean, this is not isometric 2D. This is regular top-down 2D. But like, some of these limitations are very interesting. Obviously, we don't want these heat problems here. So we need to build a storage unit, research Science here. We can research stasis array. Oh, reach stasis array. And then not enough space. Okay, I'm not trying to dismiss these things, but apparently that's what we're doing. So I guess we're just going to have to sit here and wait. This requires 2 steel plates, of which we have numerous. This requires 30 steel plates and 5 carbon. Apparently there's all kinds of junk up here. So we have lights on up here. What's going on with this? This is a that's a casket with a human in it, and that human has no Wi-Fi. So matter reactor, floor socket, mini planter. So we got just all kinds of stuff going on here. So I guess the number one thing is seeing if we can repair shit. But the first thing, I guess, is to make sure that the rest of our things are not dying. Like, it's fully constructed. The cryostability's okay. So yeah, we're just gonna... I guess we're just gonna keep building. Okay, there is a lot of menuing in this game. I would love to like build right here. So this is fine. I do like kind of having this thing up and available. Okay, I don't know if that's the limit or not, so. Okay, research. Here we go. We didn't unlock any new blueprints yet. Technology. We have storage unit already. Battery cell, microchip assembler, disassembler. Clothing would be nice. Temperature control, probably pretty important. Teleportation, you love to see it. Quantum mechanics. You know, it works when we put quantum in front of everything. Then not discovered. Could be a demo thing. Thruster, advanced energy, with even more advanced connectors. Solar panels, that may be the way to go. I think I'm going to research construction speed for now here. So let's see. I guess, ooh, one of my questions here is this takes 8 CPU power. So, requires 12 zettabytes! Build more disk modules unlocked by computing research. Well, damn. Okay, start research. So it looks like the CPU is based on active built-in memory module. Here's all kinds of fun stuff. So it is... We're having an extend our list. It will give us control over life support systems. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so connect. You don't connect the wall, and for some reason this doesn't have any fuel. Can we auto refill amount? There we go. So refill priority is a 9. And we kind of want to keep that bumping. Alright. I'm assuming 9 is good, and 9 is like, node is unreachable? Okay, build more walls around the stasis array. This will enable us to create livable conditions, the colonists that eventually start waking up. Alright, so let's do this here. Manage our connections. We're gonna do it like this though. Boop. Interesting. So, matter reactor details. I guess we're just going to build another damn connector here. Well, I figured this out. Some of y'all haven't seen me play games like this. I am totally sloppy when it comes to crap like this. Like, sometimes just shit happens. But this is wire. Oh god, now I'm southern in space. This is where sometimes crap goes around. So we have Cloak and Dagger died. Well, shit. I guess you guys keep waking up. And, I didn't do a good job of connecting this, so... that's too bad. And close the stasis array. That's probably a good plan. But we do need you on the energy grid. Let's go ahead while we're paused here. Since I'm just outright killing people, apparently here, we have darker walls or lighter walls. Alright. So we're going to need to take care of all of this eventually, but we're hoping that people wake up, when they wake up, don't just start dying. So we've had one person, Bill Hollister, Beef. Oh, damn, we lost Beef. All right. So let's try this again. Connector. Okay, let's try it with the fancy little wiggle menu here. Okay. So why wasn't that working before? Because it's totally working now. Okay. It's fine. We probably need another connector in this wing anyway. It wouldn't be terrible for me just to, like, save and move this stuff around if it is possible to pick this up and move it. So everybody's waking up and apparently I am not ready for it. It's like, am I feeling today? We have everybody trying to move around, but let's keep building a connector because now we know that we can push it just a little bit. Looks like that's a charge point. And there's a connector in there. And there we go. So hopefully we can stop killing people. I mean, obviously we just put the corpses out in space and it's fine. I love how it's just like, build a bridge here. We're cool. Here's your dead spaceship floating in space. And we're all very happy to see it. So what's our shortcut for this? E for energy, I imagine. Boop. And then up here. Oh, well, jerk. Can we repair you? There we go. Then I guess if we have to do it this way, then we're just gonna build. One of the kind of funny complaints that I saw from people, because, you know, the comments section's always going to complain about stuff, is just how much clicking happens in this game. It's like, yeah. This seems to be less of a game about automation and more a game about just trying to get your people to wake the fuck up. Alright, what are you? First off, if we just hit the repair key, we can do that, that, all y'all. And then we need to connect you to all the other things. So connect to the door. Connect to this thing. Connect to this thing. And just like that, we have made it so that we stop microwaving or letting people die from exposure. It's like, hey, you know, I woke up and I didn't immediately become a dead space body. What in the world? Oh, there's the relocate button. Okay, manage connections. Okay, auto connect incomplete. Oh, it's a floor light. Neat. Okay. Well, this is just a little look at Stardeus. Like I said, I think I want to take a look at this a little bit more. I know I like to kind of graze through a lot of the demos for the Steam Next Fest, but this is one where we got a bit of look at the tutorial, and I want to take some time with this game to kind of get to know stuff a little bit better, and then we'll see if I can actually turn this derelict into a not terrible. There's a joke there, but I don't know it. So this is Asher with Stardeus or Stardeus, however you want to call it, the game where you manage robots and apparently try to fix humans going from one hell to another hell. As once again, we have somebody just sitting here in a sleeping pod for who knows how long. But like I said, it's available, Steam Next Fest, all that. We'll be doing some more games here in the future, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.